Hi, my name's Anna, and one of my favorite high school memories have definitely been cheering in the student section for like basketball and football and going to the away games with my friends. It's just such a fun way to cheer on your school, get dressed up for the theme. That's been so much fun, and just like thinking about how crazy we can get our outfits. I've also really loved cross country and track, and my freshman year when we ran the homecoming football from Baldwin to Somerset, we had so much fun. We did face paint, we stopped for hot chocolate. It was just one of my favorite memories from high school. And I've really enjoyed all of high school, and I'm super excited for my next years.
My name is Samantha DeGeest. My favorite high school memory will be performing the musical Newsies because I got to learn some fun choreography and to meet some new people. My favorite memory with Mr. Potter would be in his CIS history class, and he was telling us about guerrilla warfare and showing us his interpretation of it.
You're an American!
And then the event in high school that influenced me the most would probably be cross country because I got to know what it was like to be on a fun, crazy, and encouraging team. And I got to meet some people I probably wouldn't have met had I not been on the team.
So I have two favorite memories in high school. One of them was the Somerset home cross country meet in sophomore year. It was downpouring, so pretty much we were just told to have fun because you couldn't really try to race that well when your feet were sinking into a foot of mud. And I did this amazing thing where I ran through the entire wooded part of the course with all the hills and the rocks and the shrubs, did not fall, but turning a corner in front of everyone where they were telling me to be extra careful. And I was careful, but I still fell and was covered in mud. So that was amazing, and it was just a lot of fun for everyone, and it's one of my greatest memories of cross country and of athletics in high school. And my other favorite memory is probably the senior prom. It was really fun to have like kind of a regular prom, and it just was a lot of fun, and I got to see all my friends dress up and have a good time.
Hi, my name is Erin. My favorite part of high school was meeting so many different people across the span of 4 years. Whether it be for school or sports, I know these people would be my friends forever. Some of my favorite classes include CIS History, AP Government and Politics, Physics, and Sociology. COVID has definitely impacted my high school experience tremendously. I didn't get to have a sophomore year soccer season. I didn't get to have a junior or senior conference meet, and I didn't get a junior sectional. I will definitely never forget some of my sports memories, like winning my first ever cross-country race, breaking a state record for soccer, and having the most goals, assists, and points for the Western Wisconsin Stars program.
Hi, I'm going to be telling you about my favorite high school memories and experiences with my teacher that I picked, Mrs. Olson. So the first thing that came to my mind when I thought of Miss Olson and the many things I love about her was how caring she is, and I have many different stories to prove this. Miss Olson loves to feed people. She told us one time that it's a hobby of hers to feed people. I don't think I've ever been in that room with an empty stomach. I swear every single week she brings in a new treat for us to try. Whether it's root beer floats, cool marshmallows she found at the store, some seasonal jelly beans, and if that doesn't fill you up enough, she has a drawer full of snacks for anybody. When it comes to motherly instincts, I think that Miss Olson is the definition of those. I've never seen a woman that can get truly any stain out of anything. I've seen her get paint, ink, chalk, graphite out of every surface ever. Miss Olson, all my clothes, thank you for saving them. Lastly, Miss Olson truly wants every single person to feel important and loved. I can remember the day I woke up. It was the day before my birthday, and this is what the Google Classroom announcement said.
Being a part of Somerset High School athletics has created many lifelong memories. I would go to sporting events to cheer on my fellow classmates as loud as I could. Even though that was a blast, Playing in the loud and enthusiastic environments was my favorite part. I got to experience not one, but 2 different regional championship teams in my junior year. Even though playing in our high school gym for a regional championship plaque in basketball was so much fun, winning the school's first championship in softball will always be one of my favorite memories. In basketball, I was the only junior on the floor. For softball, I was one of 5 juniors on the field, and we've been playing together since 10U. Being able to experience a championship with some of my best friends and people I've been playing with for as long as I can remember will always be one of my favorite high school memories.
Hi, my name is Maya. Throughout high school, I've been in gymnastics, track, and on the dance team. My favorite memory from high school is probably just all the student sections. They get super fun and just really exciting to be in, and the atmosphere is super fun supporting all the different sports. My favorite football game was definitely whiteout with all the baby powder, even though it was everywhere afterwards. Some of my favorite classes have been CIS history, just because Potter makes it super exciting, and I also really loved foods and housing and interior design. I also really liked AP Chem, not that I liked chemistry, but I really love Pollock, and it was a small class, so it was a really fun group. And then one of my favorite memories with my staff member, Miss Wink, is probably showing up at her house junior year for Halloween to get candy from her.
Some of my favorite high school memories have been scoring my first varsity goal my freshman year up in Spooner, Wisconsin, assisted by Megan, running a PR race at St. Croix Falls, also freshman year. Just recently scoring a hat trick at Osceola, and then, I had a whole lot of fun in just cross country and soccer every year. Some of my favorite memories with Mr. Wallen have been just the little fist bumps, the score goals fist bump at the beginning of every soccer game, the food auction on the way up to Ashland and the way up to Hayward last year, and just the support from the sidelines throughout all 4 years. And one event from high school that influenced me, I'm going to say COVID, and that's probably going to sound really basic, but it really showed me how short high school is and how quickly it can be just kind of taken away from you, and how you should really appreciate it while you have it, and don't take it for granted, because it's a really short experience. And like missing sophomore soccer season was tough, but it really influenced me to just push through the rest of the adversities and do my best.
My name is Emma Miller, and when I was in 3rd grade, I had Mr. Kreibich as my teacher. He's a really big Vikings fan. And there was another teacher there, Mr. Holmquist, who's a really big Packers fan. And in Mr. Holmquist's classroom, he had this big cardboard cutout of this Packers player. And when I was in 3rd grade, that player got traded over to the Vikings. So, naturally, Holmquist can't have this cardboard cutout in his room anymore. So I remember one day I was talking to Mr. Kreibich in the front of our room when suddenly our door slams open and something big comes flying through the air and landing towards us. And these sudden movements and loud noises, they startled me, so I jumped back. And Mr. Kreibich just burst out laughing. And after a minute, I'd realized what had happened was Mr. Holmquist slammed open our door, he chucked that cardboard cutout into our classroom, and then stormed away without ever saying a word. And that memory soon became one of my favorite memories with Mr. Kreibich.
Hi, my name is Madison Miller. An event in high school that influenced me as a person was being a part of the cast of Newsies. It was an amazing show that I had the opportunity to be a part of with an amazing director, and I met so many great people. I made some really close friends, and I learned from it that if I really want something, then I should go for it, because I might regret it if I don't. And I was debating whether or not I should try out for the musical this year, and I am really glad that I did, because I know that if I didn't, I would definitely regret it.
Hi, my name is Roxanne Ring. I'm a senior at Somerset High School, and in the 4 years that I have been learning here, I have noticed that Our school is a very positive learning environment. The open campus really helps us connect with others and build on our relationships. And our teachers are very understanding. They're very good at what they do. And with the type of schedule that we have and the flexibility that we have the opportunity to get what we want out of high school. We have our flex mod schedule, which allows us to learn how to deal with conflicts in our life and stuff like that. And it also gives us the opportunity to challenge ourselves with the amount of courses we want to take. And it also limits our stress unless we have conflict, in which we work that out. But having the option to do your schoolwork at school and not at home is really something that is amazing about Somerset High School.
Hi, my name is Samantha, but everybody just calls me Sam. I think my favorite memory over the past 4 years has to be doing the play and the musical this year. I've created a majority of my friendships through that and a bunch of relationships that are very important to me, and in general just learned a lot of lessons through that I will hold with me forever. And I think that kind of goes along with my most impactful moment throughout these last 4 years, and that's the relationships I've created with my peers and my friends and teachers, and yeah.
It's hard to say what exactly my favorite high school memory is, but if I had to pick anything, it'd probably be music related, either having to do with the musicals I've been in, state honors choir, state solo and ensemble. All of those have been great experiences. And one memorable experience I have with Mr. Rossmiller is actually this little letter. He gave it to us the day before the ACT our junior year, and it was just something that really helped me, and I still keep on my mirror to this day. And it just kind of gives me that little motivation. And I guess an event in high school or just throughout high school, it has been solidified for me that I really want to be a teacher. I just want to make a difference like all those in high school have made for me. So thank you, Mr. Rossmiller, and thank you to all those other amazing teachers at our school.
Hi, I'm Rachel Webb, and I had 3 really big memories from high school athletics. My first was my dance season. We went to state, and we won second at state, and we were all jumping up and down and screaming, and it was just a really great energy, and we all were super excited. The second was a soccer game home against Barron. We were losing 3-0 at halftime, and we got a super great pep talk, and we ended up coming back and winning 4-3, and I scored 2 of the goals. So that was like super, super exciting, and again, just a great energy. And then the third was this year I had a solo for dance, and they were announcing the all-state finalists, and my name got called, and so I was going to state, and I was screaming so loud, but I couldn't even hear my own screams over the screams of my teammates because we were all just so excited. And these moments just really stand out to me because these were like moments where I knew all of our hard work had really, really paid off.
My favorite high school memory has been going to football games and dressing up for like themes for sports. I always love homecoming games. I think everyone really goes all out and the most people show up to those, so it's always like a cool energy of everyone being there. And I think my sophomore and junior year, I did not miss one football game all season, no matter where it was or the weather. Some of them were awful, but it's always just so fun to be there with everyone, and we're cheering and we're all dressed up. I love like Hawaiian USA themes, and we didn't always win. Most of the time we didn't win, but we still had a lot of fun. So I think those are my best high school memories.